It's Monday in Tryon, North Carolina. It's late in the day. I just took to a leave. Came in aching. I had poured concrete, stained wood, put together a picnic table. Found out as I put the top on the table that I had paid for them to drill a hole for an umbrella, and there was no hole. I ran my battery dead on my cordless drill trying to get through 2 thicknesses of wood. Realized the hole saw was bottoming out. I didn't have the right tools to drill all the way through 2 thicknesses of wood. Started having a pity party. Ever had a pity party? I think most of us have had pity parties. Start feeling sorry for ourselves. And then I looked at the devotion that I was going to deliver tonight that I had laid out on my desk this morning from Numbers. Guess what it was about? Complaining. And I used characters from the Bible. Adam complaining about the wife when God confronted him about eating from the fruit. Eve complaining about the serpent. Cain complaining about the punishment for killing his brother Abel. The Israelites were the focal point from Numbers chapter 11, but actually the whole account of the Israelites wandering in the wilderness, complaining about the food, complaining about the water, complaining about the hardships, complaining. Webster says that complaining is dissatisfaction or a protest. I don't think any of us get through 24 hours before we find something we're not 100% satisfied with, and we don't protest about it. Maybe the programming on television. Maybe some appliance is not working as it should. But we very seldom get through 24 hours without complaining about something. And yet Philippians 2:14 says that we do all things without grumbling or dispute. James 5:9 says something very similar. And I started looking at the principles that I'd laid out in this message from so many years ago from Numbers about complaining. I wrote down, complain only to someone who can do something about it. No point in complaining to your wife or your child or somebody else if there's nothing they can do about your complaint. Complain in love. If you're complaining about something, don't do it angrily. Don't do it in a disputing kind of way, but do it in love. And when you complain, be sure that before you complain, you get perspective. And that's what I did tonight. I got perspective. Oh yeah, I got a problem with getting that hole through that tabletop. But it's nothing compared to the problems that I saw here on my desk when I sat down to do this devotion. A dear man at Temple Baptist Church lost his wife today. I don't think she was more than 60s. Does that have anything like getting a hole through a top of a picnic table? Lose your wife. I thought about my prayer list, my Perry DeBlue, the 15-year-old with adrenal cancer fighting for his life. Is that anything to be compared with getting a hole through a picnic table? Or how about the fiance, Austin, who's in boot camp, going through all of the discomfort, rigorous training to defend our country? Or how about the family of the 18-year-old that was killed in an automobile accident? Or this past week when we asked the waitress, could we pray for her for anything? And she said, please pray for my daughter. She's 23 years old. She's hanging out with the wrong kind of people. People that do drugs and people that do bad things. Pray that she doesn't fall into the same trap. Or how about the pastor this week that was bombarded, not through the church, but he was attacked through his family. Somebody spreading vicious rumors and untruths about his daughter. Or how about the groundskeeper up here on the mountain who has a wife who has had both legs amputated, is on dialysis. You know, it didn't take me very many minutes looking down my prayer list, thinking that I don't really have any problems. Getting a hole through a picnic table, it's not that big a deal. Not when I look at the perspective. So if you're having a pity party for yourself today, get perspective. Think about it. Are you complaining to someone that can do something about it? Are you complaining in love? But most importantly, are you complaining in perspective to the things that could be happening in your life, that are happening to so many around you? Take a look at your prayer list. If you have a church home, take a look at the church's prayer list. It brings you right back to perspective. That's your thought for the day. God bless you and have a great day.